So, after reading Hisham Attar's The Return and watching his interviews, what really stood out to me is how personal but yet political this memoir is. It's not just like a story of how a man searching for his missing father. It's about how exile shapes who we are and how we remember what we also call home. This makes The Return a memoir in the way Matar mixes memory, emotion, and history. First of all, his voice is really deeply personal. He writes about his own grief and restlessness. Like when he says, I have been doggedly trying to make a living for myself, like in all the cities he's lived in Cairo, London, Paris. Second of all, he reconstructs his past through real letters, government documents, and family stories. It feels like he's trying to piece together fragments of a life that, like, politics really tried to erase. And third, it's honest. Like, he didn't pretend to have closure. Instead, he invites us to the uncertainty of loss, which makes it feel really real. He also fills his memoir with literary references like Fathers and Sons, Brodsky, Conrad, all of that. His mention of fathers and sons reflects his own complex relationship with his dad. It's full of admiration, distance, and longing. And these references aren't random. They connect his personal story to a larger tradition of exiled writers. It's kind of like he's saying, like, I'm not alone in this experience. Others have also tried to basically cure themselves of their country. For Matar, exile is uneasy because it's just not leaving a place. It's learning how to live without it. He even admits that like returning home might rob him of a skill that he's worked so hard to develop. The ability to live away from people and places that he loves, that's a line that like really hit me because it showed how exile becomes both a form of pain and also a form of survival. Um, the memoir starts with a map, which immediately tells us that like this isn't geography; it's emotional territory. Libya becomes almost like a ghost, like always there, shaping everything Matar writes and feels. This map reminds us that like this book is about tracing loss, both the loss of his father and the loss of his home, where he no longer will feel whole. When Matar lists all those cities, um, sorry, he's showing how exile fragments identity. Like each place is temporary, none truly feel like it's home. It's like he's rebuilding a life out of borrowed places and spaces. He doesn't feel welcomed there. The connection between his father and Livia is what really ties it all together. His father represents everything that's missing: justice, stability, belonging. Searching for his father becomes the same as searching for his country. In his interviews, he says that writing the book was his way to recover what the politics have taken away. That line really says everything to us as readers. And when I think about the return alongside Alpha in the film Flee, the parallels are really powerful. All three stories really deal with people on the move, searching for safety, for family, for identity. In Alpha, the migrant's journey across Africa mirrors Matar's emotional journey at the same time. And in Flee, we see how displacement doesn't just mean losing a place, it means constantly rebuilding who you are. In the end, the return really isn't about going back, it's about what can't be really returned. Matar turns personal grief into reflection, showing that exile reshapes how we love, how we remember, and how we imagine home.